And thank you for being so patient through all of this dry mouth. Any questions for me? It all does take place on Earth. And what you heard was actually a recent addition to the original book, which was put out in about a year ago. I had created, because I write mostly thrillers and mysteries in the past, and most of my science fiction and paranormal was all in short story form. When I wrote this, and it all takes place on Earth, I was a diehard science fiction person at one time, so I felt like it really wasn't science fiction because, you know, the guy comes here and then we have a cop who gets involved because, of course, Rule can't communicate unless he inhabits somebody's body, and the United States president was his first choice, but that didn't work out. So he ends up, anyway, so it ends up being a thriller in which this alien is a key component in solving the crime, and the crime is of international importance. And so, you know, I wasn't sure it was science fiction, but then some people had a little difficulty getting into it because it starts with the President of the United States and Rule, and they weren't sure, and so I thought, I think I should start with Rule. So this section that I just read to you was the addition, and so the rest of it does take place after he arrives. Yes?
Okay, so you said at the beginning that you're not, is that?
Rule?
Yeah, well, you're not that, you're the person's mother.
Right,
Yeah.
when I first opened, he's talking about his girlfriend, and they're separated because she's on another ship. And of course, neither of them have bodies right now. But the last time he saw her, you know, he was thinking about it. Well, she's a lot younger than I am to start with. I did not want to, you know, assume. But Rule's mother, of course, I look very much like her.
So does that mean that all of the characters are different? Are they different colors? Or
Oh no, they are all blue-skinned.
all blue?
I think that you have to have a copper-based blood type or something to have blue skin. I'm not sure, but, you know.
I wasn't sure. I was trying to imagine all of them. You had a certain idea in mind about what they would look like.
And that's why there is a picture of Gianna on the front of the book. But she has nothing to do with the story, except that it gives you also an idea of what the other Jinn population would look like, because they all would be blue-skinned. And it doesn't really matter, because they are what he calls Genzoid, and calls us Genzoid. We would call them humanoid in all other respects. Yes?
So it sounds like you've done a wonderful blending of science fiction elements and thriller elements, crime fiction.
That's what I'm told.
Oh. So you just wrote the story, and people can call it whatever.
Yeah, I originally marketed it as a cross-genre sci-fi thriller.
Okay.
And the people who were helping me wanted to just put it under science fiction. And that was fine. I do what people tell me. However, it did confuse a few people that it didn't start on some other planet, you know. And anyway, I just liked the idea after I'd had it for a while of thinking that we needed Rule's voice in there earlier.
Nice.
Okay, well then, you got all you need. Thank you so much for being here and being so